Yeah, well, this is a tough one because it's something that crops up all the time. I've had about 20, 30 comments over the last month or so of people saying, look, I'm thinking of coming to maybe live and work in one of the Channel Islands, and which one is the best. Now, obviously, if you've watched my channel before, you know I'm located in Guernsey. And however, that's not always I can't be biased and say Guernsey is always the best, because it depends what you're after, it depends job, it depends on a lot of factors. And I'm going to try and ask this question as quickly and maybe as honestly as I can. So people say to me, which is the best island? I've got a family. I can't really live in the UK, for example, which is where most people watch my channel from. And I'm thinking of relocating to one of the islands. Can you give me some advice on whether you think Guernsey is the best option or Jersey? And I always come with quite a balanced view on this. And before I answer this, let me know in the comments your thoughts. Maybe you've lived in both. A lot of people have lived in Guernsey and Jersey, and they've got a maybe slightly better view than me. I've been to Jersey an awful lot, and I do live in Guernsey. Jersey's a 10-minute flight, so I'm quite familiar with it. Well, I haven't lived there, I've got to be honest. My view is it depends really what you want. A very general look at it, a very general view on it is, I think Guernsey, well, it's a fact, it's smaller. It's a smaller island, it's got a smaller population. Jersey is slightly bigger. Does that make a difference? I think it does, because it's got a different feel about it. Jersey, I always try and explain to people, I think Jersey has more of a UK feel about it with an island life, if that makes sense. Guernsey tends to be, I would say, not a UK feel. It's very much noticeably smaller. Our town's really small. We haven't got a lot of the things that Jersey has. Jersey has like McDonald's, it has a cinema, things like that. We haven't got any of that. So they are slightly more commercialised, if you want to say it like that. Which is best for families? I would say looking down the route of things to do, i.e., cinema. McDonald's, depends whether you want to go to McDonald's with your kids. I would say there's probably more things to do in Jersey for a younger person. Town's bigger, more things going on. Is it as pretty? Has it got that island feel the same as Guernsey? My opinion is no. I would say it hasn't. I think Guernsey has a slightly slower way of life than Jersey, so take that into consideration. If you're from a city, you'd notice a huge change come to living in Guernsey. You'd also, I think you'd notice it in Jersey, but not maybe as much. The general feel is it's slightly more commercialised Jersey. People tend to tell me that they think Guernsey is prettier, more unique. Jersey, not so much. Obviously, they're both islands in the English Channel, but they are different. So it's a hard one. I would probably say try and visit both islands if you can, and you'll probably get a general feel. If you walk through Jersey Town, which is St Helier, and Guernsey Town, which is St Peter Port, you'd notice a big difference in the size and what shops are offered. You are very limited to the shops here in Guernsey, and you are limited in Jersey, but not so much. So, I think I'm trying to be honest here. I could live in Jersey even though I live in Guernsey. It's somewhere I could live because, as I mentioned, it's got that island feel about it, but slightly more commercialised, I would say. It depends what you want. Obviously, it depends where you're off, what job you're offered. I think you would be okay in, I think you would be okay in either one if it come down to it. If you got, offered a job in Guernsey or Jersey, there's not one, for example, which is an awful island and which one is amazingly better. It's very close. But from a local's point of view, I think what I just mentioned hopefully may be helpful, because you may not notice that just doing it like a day trip. But on the whole, I mean, we go to trips to Jersey for little breaks away, and we really notice it. Like, there's more to do. There's more to do. More things to do. That sort of thing. But, you know, Guernsey is what it is. And I'm glad it is how it is, because that's why it's unique. It is probably slightly slower pace. And Jersey is not so much. But let me know your thoughts. I don't know if I've explained this right. It's hard for me to say, but I think I've sort of said the best I can. But I'd be interested to really know your comments. If you live in Jersey, let me know. If you live in Guernsey, let me know. If you've lived in both, let me know. Just give me your point of view. It doesn't matter, obviously, if it's completely different to mine. You know, it's just my view. But I'll be interested to see other people's take on this. And if you're thinking of coming to work in one of these two, have a look in the comments, because the comments may be really useful, what people write. So keep that in mind if you're if you are writing a comment below this video. It might help someone who's thinking about it. And also, you can also ask the question and someone in the comments might reply or might reply. I have got a video where me and Fallon, my wife, discussed this, where we did it a few years ago. I'll leave that link in the comments below, where we actually do a more lengthy video on this. We did it a few years ago. But I just want to touch it again because it's coming up quite a lot. So just thought I'd revisit it and yeah, maybe help someone. That's it really. Remember, if you're new here, you can subscribe to the channel. It's all about Guernsey. I live here. It's all about Guernsey, this channel. This is one of my not so exciting videos, but I think it might be quite helpful. Anyway, enjoy the rest of your day. It's beautiful here in Guernsey. Lovely, lovely day. And I'll see you next time.